Welcome back, True Horse Horsemanship. Got Suka here, and we got a little Arab cross. Saw him in a previous episode. You know, a lot of times people ask me how long does it take, and I say how long it takes exactly. And I think the owner of this horse, my surmise and my experience, has been sort of told a story on this horse behind me. I took him through the flag work, he was fine. I took him through all kinds of everything, he was fine. I could put anything on his back, he was fine, until I got to a pad in the saddle. Took me a while for him to get to take a pad. In other words, he's had it before. Catherine says she put a saddle on him a couple times, he was fine. Well, the thing of it is, I watched a horse total body language. He'd take the saddle, but as soon as you reached under there, you could see him starting to swell up. And if you tighten the saddle down so you can work him, he would explode. So that told me with him taking everything other than that, and with him seeing the saddle and the way he was blowing up before you even grabbed the girth, or in the process of grabbing the girth, this boy's been saddled before Catherine got it. And another key thing, indicator, and Catherine says she never put a bit in this horse's mouth. Anybody starts horses and all knows the first time you put in a bit in the mouth, the horses do this, chew on it. This horse never chewed on it. So that told me somebody tried to start him and really screwed him up. So finally I can tighten the saddle down good and everything like it should be in the hallway. And I have worked on him in the stall with me getting over top of him without a saddle. So now we're going to start doing horseback. At first, and Catherine says she'd pony this horse. Well, I don't want to pony the horse. I want to move this horse's body. My objective eventually is get next to him. But I want this horse used to commotion. And how I'm going to get the horse used to commotion? Create commotion. I'm just going to work him back and forth here. Until he stops moving. And at some point I'll turn away from him. And see what his reaction is. And I'm pretty sure he'll come up to me. And plus, I'm getting a lot of things done here. I'm really getting this horse's feet moving. I'm getting him used to being really over top of him. Getting him used to the commotion. This looks like I'm just chasing a horse around, but I'm not. Right there, he really looked at me hard. So now I'm gonna walk away from him. There's a couple times he looked at me, but it wasn't a it was just a look. That time, reading the horse's body language, right there. I'm gonna ride away from him. I like to, and I'll be doing this, I can put a rope on him and get him up here. I want him to be with me because he wants to be. A horse like this, if I can and able to, I like to go that extra mile so I get above him, play with that saddle and everything in liberty. Right there. We'll walk away. I'll stand here for a minute. Right there, he moves away from me. Who says a Mustang can't cut? At one time I wasn't expecting Suka to sit down that hard. Yeah, good boy. So now we're going to ride away. Well, he's got that part where he can't trust nobody, but he wants to... Pardon? What was the question?
What is going on in his mind when he follows you?
Okay, they can hear you. Anyway, just in case, Cindy said, what's going on in her mind, his mind right now. He's a very insecure horse. Somewhere down the line, nobody gave this horse what he needed. So he's on the fence. He wants to be up with me, but as soon as he gets faced with any kind of pressure, he wants to run off. So this way I can do pressure and release, pressure and release. And a horse like this, yes, I can throw a rope on him and dally him up and start ponying him and move his hip and everything. But like I said earlier, when I was sort of busy, I want him to do everything in liberty. If I can get him doing it all in liberty, when I do that first ride, it's going to be a lot better for David. It's going to be a lot better for the horse too. Now right there, he moved off, so we're going to go back. Pick him up. Right there. And now I'm not going to wait for just that look. I'm going to wait for him to look and take a step towards me. And that's what he did that time. So we're just going to work. I lost him again. So I'm going to go over here. Now notice, I'm trying to stay in the middle of the round pen. That way I'm not putting too much pressure on him, put him over the rail. That's why a 60-foot round pen is nice, and these are 6-foot panels. So we're just going to walk around for a little bit. In other words, as the old saying goes, we'll make the easiest thing easy and the hard thing harder. So I'm just going to give Suka a little bit of leg. Right there, I lost him. There it goes. Right there, when I backed up, I pulled him into me. There, that was better. Right there, the reason I said that was better, he stopped for a minute before he turned away from, there we go, good boy. Horse like this, I get so much more done on horseback. Right there, he pulls away, so we'll work him again. There we go. Hold it, honey. Because a horse like this, and Cindy sort of said it in a roundabout way, but not like I'm going to say it probably. I got to build this horse's confidence up so he can do things on his own. And also I want him to trust me being over top of him. Because, you know, a lot of horses, you put a lead on them, they might be fine, but you take that lead off of them and they're not. So I want to instill in him that he can stand there. Now what I'm going to do is just one step, back off. He moves. Turn away. Like I said, this is not going to be an overnight thing. Nothing with this horse is overnight. Now I'm not going to, right there, he turned away from me, but I'm giving him a chance. You know, all my videos, there's some point where I allow the horse to sort of make a mistake and correct himself. Right there, he started to walk away, but he decided to come back. So I'm going to ignore him. Kiyasuka. Now I'm going to go to my right. And I'm hoping he goes to the right. Right there I lost him. So I'm going to go back here and pick him up. Push his feet again. Plus now with, I can really push him. A lot easier pushing him from another horse, getting really used to it. Pay the bills a little bit. Now we're offering a weekend or a week or a month program for individuals. They come and bring their horse. The nice thing about it, the way we got it set up, we won't take no more than 3 people, so it'll be mostly one-on-one type situation. And what that would curtail, I would work with you and your horse personally, and through the process you'd be working with other horses. So when you left, let's say you just came for a weekend, when you leave, I want you to get a feel like, I want to come back. I always want to get that feeling where you want to come back and learn more. So I'm really looking forward to that opportunity. You'll be staying right here on the premise. We bought a 5th wheel here so we can do this, house people, because that was one of the problems, and we haven't pushed it in the past because, you know, you have to get a motel room. Yeah, we could house the horse, but we couldn't house them. So now we can house the horse and the horse owner. And also about my products that we sell on TrueToHorse.org. Everything's on there is tried and true. For the money, you cannot get equipment for the money that we're selling for that price. It is all American made. It's top-notch harness leather. It's top. I mean, the quality is excellent. We got people that said something that we posted on TrueToHorse.org about what they thought. And the biggest thing what we're getting is, how come we're not charging more? Yes, we want to make a profit, but we don't want to feel make people feel like they're getting stuck. You know, just because they're DL head stalls and such. I'm not going to charge outlandish rates, and I'm telling you people, you will not buy that quality anywhere else with nobody else's name on it than what we have. So, hope you enjoy today's episode. God bless and take care. Let him catch his breath. I want him as close as I can to me. Now I'm going to ride back to my left, right. He moves, here we go again. There we go. Give him a chance. See if he'll come back up to me. If he doesn't, I'm going to go back after him. Right there, he stopped, so we're going to go back and pick him up. Now, if you watch me, I'm riding Suka, more like a cutting horse. I'm not holding on the horn, I'm pushing against the horn. So if he stops and turns on me real quick, he doesn't lose me. So we're going to walk away. He doesn't come, I'll go pick him up again. I'll give him a chance here. There we go. Now it's in the 90s today, so I got to watch how far I push him today. So normally, if it's not super hot, I'd go get another horse and work him, because this is where the horse I'm riding out quicker than I will him. I'll keep at it until he's right next to me. Right now, I'd be satisfied if he just follows me on a circle. So we're just going to sort of track him a little bit. I'm going to try to stay maybe a little bit farther behind, a little bit too far up. You want to stay with his shoulder. Stand here. I'm going to do a little one pass, half pass, side pass, should say, and stand here. Side pass, one, and stay here. This is where old Smokey got me spoiled. That old boy, I forgot how broke he was until I was watching somebody else actually. And that guy's, and Chris is a good guy, he's a hell of a horseman. But I was a proud moment there for a while, because that horse Chris was riding was finished and was nice, but he didn't have nothing on Smoke. Yeah, when you hear horses like this, Suka read this horse better than I can. So, believe it or not, I'm accomplishing something right now. Back Suka up a little bit. I gotta be really careful right now. If I get too far behind the horse, it's gonna push him forward. If I get too far ahead of him, it's gonna turn him back. So I want him to breathe and catch his breath right next to me. And this is a big step right now. And like I said, yeah, I could put a rope on him and snug him up to me and start petting on him. But a horse, like, I'll say it again, and this horse's type of mind, I want him to do it on his own. This is one time you will see me utilize a round pen like this. Now this is where it's nice to have a pretty finished horse. Because with Suka, if you watch, I'm watching this horse here. And when I see some indicator of him relaxing, I just take one foot to the side. Now right now he's in a bad position. His ears are back, his head's up, he's tight through the neck. And that's where then Catherine sent pictures of them saddling this horse. I didn't see a relaxed horse either. If you looked at the pictures, right there where the horse's ears are back and that neck's tight, that's where the horse looked. So with right conditions, and if he was pushed any, he would explode. Now right here, if I take one more step, I'm going to screw up and have to pick him up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just walk away and do nothing. Now I'm hoping, that's what I'm hoping. That he comes up. And this time we're going to go. If he follows me, he just about did. So right now I got two choices. I can either push him or ride away. So I'm going to go ahead since just right away. He doesn't come with me. Now I'm going to go back. There we go. There, we're closer yet. I'm going to back Suka up a little bit. Now we're about the same distance we was over there, but his body language is different. He's looking at me, his ears are up. So, important thing I can do right now is hang out, not to go any farther. Don't use that indicator for, okay, let's go to the next step, because he's not ready. He'll be ready for that next step, like I said, when I walk off and he's right behind me and I get him to turn. So I'm going to ride off in front of his eye, ask him to come forward. He stops, so I'm going to go back, pick him up. I'm going to have to push a little bit. There we go. Now, my objective right then was going to push him, but all of a sudden, he stretched that nose out and looking for me. So, I, had to break it up and stop and that was a big step right there. little bit closer. I'm going to just let him chill out. Because if you could see his ears and everything, he's not ready for me to go any closer yet. We just back off him a little bit. Let him get back here. Bump it up a little bit again. There. That was a big step. So right there we're going to call it. Even though I'm not right up to him where I like for it to be, like I said earlier, it's hot. But that was a fast, free turn towards me. There was no hesitation. He turned, he would pop right there in front of me and looking at me. So, it's all one step at a time. With this horse, it's definitely half step at a time. But every time if I make improvement every day, I mean, you don't know how tickled I am. I'm saddling him in the barn now and can lead him to the arena and the round pen. So that's what I'll be doing with him for a while. And also I'll be doing stuff with the bit and everything. So it's just another way to approach it. I'm benefiting two things. I'm working my horse, tuning him up, and getting this boy used to commotion and everything. You know, the more sterile environment we train these horses in, down the road it's going to bite us in the butt, literally. So if I get this horse used to commotion, get right up there with me, and want me to pet on him and everything, without that lead line with this horse, I'm saying, that's going to be it. As soon as I can do that, I can jump on him and be no problem. So, it's hot, it's late, I got horses wanting to feed. These two ain't going to get nothing to eat for a little bit. So as I always say, be true to the horse and they'll be true to you. And first and foremost, be true to yourself. To my kids, grandkids, special person out there, watch their leg KDA, God bless, take care.